to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Heckle Wise Clown. I'm an empath that was about to get a leg cramp. But I already committed. I hit start. Excuse me. Anyway, I was just sitting here thinking about stuff I wanted to say, and I spent my Friday night watching Dumpling on Netflix. It was like I started seeing in the news, or on Netflix, you start like what's trending and whatnot on the home plate on not Netflix, YouTube. There's all these Dolly Parton and Dolly was coming back around. I've been a Dolly fan since I was 2 years old. She's an angel on this earth, and she's always just been a warm, safe place to me. And I remember when she opened Dollywood, and I just evolved. My grandma always had magazines, so I'd always read all these, up on her whenever I could, and I just have always been a fan. And finally, when 2014, I got dumped, and I always get dumped. I'm the dumpy. One time, one person dumped me, I don't know, countless times. Over too many times to count, and we never actually really dated, so that's weird. Anyway, so, I got dumped, and I just started, doing that self-discovery thing. I just started taking myself out on dates, treating myself real nice, and hanging, and I just did whatever. Oh, that feels good. Don't mind me. I just did whatever I wanted to. I had a good job. I had money in the bank. I was already planning on, that was like the last thing. I was like, all right, I'm gonna move to Oregon now, and I was hopeful about that and stuff. And then, so like I me and my buddy go see the Mythbuster guys. I went to lots of concerts. Taylor Swift, Mumford & Sons, and Dolly Parton. And I was like, what I would do is the day of the show is I would buy whatever the cheapest tickets were that I could get, or the best tickets at the whatever a day of show, right? So I bought this ticket, and they were like really, really, really high up in what they call the nosebleed section, because it's so high, low altitude. Or high altitude. And then, like, when you're looking down at the stage, I'm almost looking at her back. That's how where the position of this was, right? So, whew, it's too chilly to be. So, I'm up there, and I'm, there's, like, one other girl and, like, this woman in the same section, and I was just like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm finally seeing Dolly Parton, and I'm just, like, all excited and all this, and she's like, oh my god, me too, and she's probably older than me, probably a few years, right? And then this usher comes out and was just like, is it just you? And I was like, yeah. And she asked the same, I'm like, she's by herself too. So the woman's like, come with me. And we followed her all the way down to third row center. She took us third row center. And I got a point and a wink from Dolly Parton. And then at that point, I was like, what does it? I could have a bad day. Bad things can happen. And all I gotta do is tap into that memory of that joy and elation. And that's what I talk about. I speak in terms of electricity and frequency and verified by science. I am educated in electricity, schematic. I'm educated in a lot of stuff, honestly, really. And whatever. Doesn't really matter until I meet someone else who doesn't understand what I'm talking about, which happens all the time. Anyway, so I watched Dumpling last night, and she told the story about the theme song that she has for that. That's what got me in the feelers, because I've always just movies, TV. That's how I've learned about people. From the programming that's how I've learned about how, when somebody's, that's how I've learned. I wasn't taught by my parents, and people pretty much left me alone in school. I was funny. I would say funny things, so people were friendly and nice to me, you know, but like close best friends, I was always like third man out. That's all right. What happened was is first I got good with me because I always played with myself. Hell, I don't know. I keep looking for someone that taught themselves how to ride a bike when they were 4 years old, like me. I haven't found anyone like that. There was mom. That's so funny. Mom is like, she'll still tell that story. That determination. You would get up every day before you would have to catch the bus to preschool. For like it took me like a week, 9 days. I was off and going because it was always freedom to me. It was always freedom of adventure and learning and making friends. God damn, there's just freaking jerks in the world, you know? I've been taking advantage a lot. But I keep trying. I've been duped. I've been lied to. Never been a big liar. Because Mom always said, you freaking, truth always comes out. And that's always stuck with me. And I don't know if you've noticed this in the news lately, but there's a lot of weird freaking truths coming out right now. And it doesn't even surprise me because I've seen the evidence for 44 years. Same goes for magic, you know? Love, that's the only thing I've ever really believed in, but I've never actually seen, like, felt. I can only imagine what it feels like, but it feels good. To have that connection with other people for like a long period of time. I've tried to keep in touch with some people, and, well, you just gotta let stuff go sometimes, you know? People come into your life for a day, a minute, a season, an hour, freaking. I've had the idea for a lifetime, but that's how I know when I recognize it, I'll see it. I hear a lot of people are coming into their soul tribes right now. Just finding them is just kind of hard, you know? It's kind of tough. Wouldn't seem like it would be so hard to find other people that were true and just honest and just direct and forthright, but kind and loving and respectful at the same time. I mean, everybody's just like, as soon as they can insult you or berate you, or just they'll get on that road. That is not how it's supposed to be. It's not what nature intended. I know there's a lot of people getting really depressed right now. For whatever reason. You can call it seasonal, you can call it climate, you can call it economic, you can call it doesn't matter. I call it the astrology. And I really implore people to check out astrology, Western and Vedic, because I thought it's all like a combination lock of who you are. One of those puzzle boxes. It's all the planets are. It's little shifts, and we're just a big old puzzle. I think I've done a pretty good job figuring myself out, and that's why kind of what I do is I help other people figure their stuff out too. I've had a lot of experience. A lot of it hasn't been good, but I've drawn all the positive stuff from all the bad things that have ever happened to me. I'm one of those that has a hard time with people. Someone told me meet people where they are. I'm like, well, am I supposed to meet them where they say they are, or where they are giving me the impression that they are with their energy and their vibration and face value? I don't know. I have a hard time with that stuff, so I started doing these videos. It's more of a video diary for my nieces. I don't get to see them as much as I want to see, and this is like a historical account of when they were young and growing up and how I see the world and how I'm trying to make it better for them. Because I do. That's why I do it. I want to make it a little bit easier for them. It already is, I think. Anyway, in Vedic, I'm a freaking Pisces. Gemini moon. Oh, excuse me, Scorpio moon. Gemini. Gemini ascendant. So I'm all in my feels. And just got a lot of blood to pass through. Don't let them get stuck on you. It's where the dissonance and the pain really starts to set in. Once you get on that vibration, it's hard to get yourself dislodged. Don't do it by yourself, and don't take out your light if you are hurting right now. Reach out. Anyone. Call the freaking pizza man. I don't care. Just call the freaking movie phone. Distract yourself. Call a friend. I know it's hard to find them, but keep trying. Because they may need you one day. So hope you have a rad day. Peace.